Welcome to Species Spotlight, where we focus in on a specific wildlife species and deep dive to learn all about it. From range, behavior, and reproduction, to diet and habitat, and much more. This is Species Spotlight. And the super randomly selected star of this species spotlight is the Virginia opossum.
Hooray!
We've got a lot to learn today, so let's get right into it.
The Virginia opossum's scientific name is Didelphis virginiana. Didelphis means two wombs, and virginiana means from Virginia. The Virginia opossum is a marsupial, so technically it does have two wombs. If you'd like to learn more about this, check out my video explaining more about the marsupial and other types and characteristics of mammals. And although the Virginia opossum is not necessarily from Virginia, it is found in every county in the state of Virginia. Interestingly, Captain John Smith is widely credited for giving the opossum its common name in 1608. In regards to appearance, Virginia opossums are typically about the size of a house cat, though they can vary in size depending on factors such as their sex, age, and health. On average, they measure around 2 to 3 feet long, including their tail, and weigh between 4 to 14 pounds. Their fur is generally grayish-white to dark brown or black, with guard hairs that can be lighter in color, giving them a somewhat grizzled appearance. They often have a white face with a pink nose, dark eyes, and large, rounded ears. One of their most distinctive features is their long, hairless tail, which can range from pink to black. Here's an example of the Virginia opossum's tracks. Virginia opossums can be found as far north as some southern parts of Canada, such as British Columbia and Ontario, in most of the United States east of the Rocky Mountains, in an isolated population on the west coast of the United States, which was introduced for food, sport hunting, and for the fur trade around 1890 to 1910, in Mexico and Central America, south to Costa Rica. The Virginia opossum lives in a wide variety of habitats, including forests, brush, grassland, agricultural land, and even urban areas like your neighborhood. They tend to prefer being near wet areas like marshes, swamps, and streams. The Virginia opossum is omnivorous, and its diet is fulfilled from a wide variety of sources. They're opportunistic feeders, which in this case means they eat just about anything, including lots of different plants and animals, such as fruits, eggs, fish, insects, amphibians, reptiles, birds, small mammals like mice and rabbits, and other small animals. Those living in urban areas commonly eat from your gardens, compost piles, garbage cans, or even your bird feeders or pet food bowls. In addition to the multitude of food sources, they also often eat dead animals known as carrion. As you can see, the Virginia opossum's diet is extremely diverse. The Virginia opossum is nocturnal, but they can also be found during daylight hours foraging when their food sources are scarce. They're most commonly active during spring and summer, and reduce their activity in winter. They usually stay in their dens to avoid temperatures below 25 degrees Fahrenheit. Compared to other mammals, possums have short lifespans of just 2 to 3 years. Populations without natural predators, or those kept in captivity, can have lifespans up to 50% longer. Their short lives can be attributed to having few defenses against predators and their attraction to the open roads, which contributes significantly to possum mortality. Possums are attracted to carrion on highways, increasing the risk of being hit by vehicles. I guess you are what you eat after all. Virginia opossums are solitary until the reproductive period. The breeding season for Virginia possums is basically year-round, but sometimes skips December or January. Mothers can have anywhere from 6 to 20 joeys per litter, and they have 2 or 3 litters per year. Virginia possums have the shortest gestation period of any mammal at just 12.5 days. When they're born, they're underdeveloped and tiny at just half an inch. After birth, joeys immediately crawl into their mother's pouch and stay there to nurse and continue developing for about 2 months. Many times, not all babies make it into the pouch and don't survive. After this stage, they crawl onto their mother's back and ride there for about another month before going out on their own. The Virginia possum has some helpful adaptations it uses to survive and thrive, including the prehensile tail. A prehensile tail is a tail that has evolved to be capable of grasping and holding objects. The tail acts as a fifth limb, providing additional support and stability as they navigate through their environment. The tail's ability to wrap around objects serves as a tool for the possum to gather nesting materials and carry food. It's so strong it's known to be able to support the possum while hanging upside down for short periods, though this isn't necessarily a common occurrence. Their prehensile tail is a useful, multifunctional appendage. Hallux. Another adaptation that aids in the Virginia possum's agility is the hallux. The hallux, or the opposable first toe, is basically a thumb that allows the possum to grasp and manipulate objects with precision. It also aids in climbing and grasping branches securely. Whether it's escaping from predators or foraging for food, the hallux comes in handy. Defensive behaviors and playing dead. When threatened, the Virginia possum will exhibit behaviors like growling, belching, urinating, and even defecating in an attempt to evade an attacker. When their fear is even greater, the Virginia possum has a unique defense mechanism, sometimes referred to as playing possum. This means it pretends to be dead to deceive its attacker. It lies completely still, with its mouth open, tongue out, and eyes staring blankly. Its heart rate slows down, and its breathing becomes almost undetectable. This act can last for hours until the danger passes. Besides fooling predators, playing possum can also convince larger animals that it's not a threat. The Virginia possum's conservation status is classified as least concern on the IUCN Red List, and its numbers today are increasing. Virginia possums are helpful to us and our environment in various ways. They clean up pests when they eat many species such as venomous snakes, cockroaches, and ticks. This helps control insect population, which helps humans and their crops. They clean our environment and prevent spread of disease when they eat carrion. They also aid in seed dispersal with their omnivorous diet.
To wrap things up, I want to share a couple of facts with you that show just how unique the Virginia possum is. First, it's the northernmost found marsupial in the world. But biggest, it's North America's only marsupial. That's pretty unique.
Thank you so much for joining me for this species spotlight. I hope you found this interesting and learned some new things about the Virginia possum. Like if you liked, and subscribe if you want to learn more about wildlife. Check out my website's blog, The Field Guide, where you can get access to this information and have more wild wonderings answered. If you want to take a little wild thing with you everywhere you go, head to the Sustainable Wildwiris shop to browse products illustrated and designed by me and inspired by wildlife. Until next time, keep adventuring, keep exploring, and keep wondering about the wild world.